The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's been a hard day on the tools. Lads haven't even had a chance to talk about.
Boy bands, which the lads love. Yep.
At school, we've been learning a lot of pointless dribble. Finally, I get to learn about
Boy bands.
It's been a hard day being Kerry Ann Kennelly too, and thank God it's 3 o'clock and I can concentrate on one thing.
That'd be boy bands.
What do you think, Hack?
Thank you, Hamish and Andy's happy hour.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy's Happy Hour is here, a show that concentrates on one topic per day. And the only ticket in is obviously with listening. You can do that, but actually contributing hamishandandy.com/topics, Sam.
And somebody did just that and brought to our attention, this is Happy Chappy Dave, a boy band, because of course today's topic is just boy bands.
Yep.
A lot to get through.
Yep.
Boy band out of Britain called JLS. JLS, who released their own range of condoms, popped each member's face on a different coloured pack of Durex condoms.
Are they different, or is it the same
I don't know
type?
if it's a flavour thing. They are extra safe. I don't know if one of them... It would be funny if one guy was just safe and the other guys were extra safe. He's more of the risk taker. Inspired by that, Ando, I decided to do a little bit of a mock-up for the guys in your band. Your brother has a band. Sometimes you're allowed to play in it. There's you guys on the cover. We can put this at the website, hamishandandy.com, and you've got your own little tagline, don't you?
Well, I don't think this is important.
Safe sex is always a great message to send.
But I don't think you having a hand-drawn trumpet that I'm playing that says protect your instrument playing out of it.
It's catching on!
It's not catching on.
Protect your instrument. Andy Lee says, protect your instrument.
I'm glad they're all extra safe as well. You didn't nominate someone to have the not-so-safe pack. The Lucky Dip pack.
Wild card pack.
We put a pinprick in one of them.
Some are condoms, some are made of fly wire.
Hey, so much to get through in boy bands. Straight after this, though, you and I were arguing the point that who would write a better lyric for a boy band. We have gone away. We've both done some penmanship, and we're going to get a music expert to judge both our lyrics straight after this. Today, the topic is boy bands.
Boy bands, Ando. We don't get to pick the topic. Supercomputer picks them.
Yep.
And when it does, all we do is put them up, hamishandandy.com/topic. It's a people's show, fueled by the people. We had Happy Chappy Paul asked us, who out of Hamish and Andy could come up with the best boy band lyric?
Yeah, exactly. So
this
is not rock band. This is not rapper.
Boy band stuff. Although a lot of my lyrics are from the heart, and I don't actually get to pick what genre they go in. And correct me if I'm wrong, Ando, but your band, the one that your brother's band, but you're allowed part-time access to.
Back in the day, it was more mine and his. Yeah,
sure.
Certainly more his now.
For fans of the Lee boys, we're not talking about 3 degrees below zero, which is 3 of them in a cover band.
Yeah.
This is Zoo Fight.
Yeah.
For your band, I wrote a lyric.
You did.
And I gotta say it was pretty good.
Not bad.
Because I was trying... Here's the lyric. What was the lyric? It was... This is it. Half full is the cup.
It always seems
half empty is the cup. But the tears she cries will never fill them up. So what I'm saying there is, it always seems that your cup's half empty. But don't keep crying, because pessimistic tears ain't going to fill up a cup.
Yeah.
You've got to start looking at life more positively.
Not bad.
So it's a bit of a cheer up, sunshine.
Exactly.
A bit more poetic than just going cheer up, buttercup.
That's right.
So anyway, today's challenge, boy band lyric. We decided to...
Well, you and I had an argument. I said I definitely would write a better lyric than you. To be honest, having seen mine now, I don't like your chances.
I love this.
I'm
I love
very
mine. Mine's
happy
almost a
with
full
mine.
song.
And this is
How many lines is yours?
Mine's 1.
Oh, mine's 5.
Well, you're not going to get a hook with 5. Anyway,
people will go nuts for this.
Okay. Anyway, this has been the back and forth for most of the day, so we thought to settle this, let's get a music expert on. Glenn Dickey joins us, head of artists and repertoire at EMI Music. Thanks for joining us, Glenn.
G'day, fellas. How are you?
Glenn, thanks for making the time, mate. We know you're making and breaking artists day in, day out.
Just to let you know, I have left EMI now, but now I am the export music producer for Sounds Australia, so now I'm just looking after your international interests.
Oh, sorry, mate. We're going off an old V card.
Yeah.
On the computer.
Yeah.
But you're
everything
a man...
amicable?
I'm still an expert.
Still an expert. You're a man that's made and broken people on a dime, and that's the cutthroat industry. So your artist and repertoire here, that's what we've hired you in for this. We're the artists. We're working on the repertoire. Andy, do you want to go first? Do you want to go second? Go for it. Take it. Lead us off.
Go first. Okay, so remember, Glenn, this is for a boy band, potentially kind of like your One Direction.
Andy's the long-haired one. You always need
metaphors.
one.
Yeah, all about metaphors, love.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you say that because mine's chockers.
Okay, here's mine. All right. Baby, I'm lost, but your heart is a compass. Lend me it so I can find my way.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank you.
You wouldn't want to say that too quickly if you were drunk, but yep.
Yes.
Here's mine. Girl, my favourite song is Hearing You Breathe. My worst nightmare is seeing you leave. I would really hate it if you ended up with Steve. Stick with me, girl, you gotta believe. I'll say it again. No, Steve.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. Like I guess we all have Steves in our past.
Steve is a metaphor. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Now I can tone down the Steve references if you think it's too specific.
We're told to think of a line, and you've gone for a whole chorus.
Well, once Steve worked his way in there, that's the way the writing went.
All right, Glenn, the moment's come. You know bands, you know music. Talk us through it. Which line do you think would be most suited to a boy band?
Well,
Steve's ballad.
Suited to a boy, Andy. I know your history and your use of words and djembe and trumpet. So
he did play bongos.
I know that you've got a great history there. And Hamish, I don't. Your history with me isn't as long, but I think that the use of the metaphor, Steve, I think, and the fact that it is for a boy band, and that the lyrics are often very cheap.
I dumped it down.
And I mean that in the most positive way.
Yeah, of course.
You might have hit the brief. Yeah.
Oh yes! The Ballad of Steve will be our song.
Oh, Glenn, that's heartbreaking.
If you can some way work in a list in that, like NKOTB, like, step 1, have lots of fun. Step 2, there's so much we could do.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, he's taking the feedback well.
Step 8, just throw dog poo at Steve's front gate.
Hey, Glenn, thank you very much for taking the time. I can't believe you made the decision, but look, I guess it's the right one.
I guess we're all battling our own Steve. Thanks, Glenn.
Today, the topic, of course, is boy bands.
Yeah. Who's hit us up, Ando? Happy Chappy, Happy Lassie.
Happy Lassie Liz wrote in. A boy band caused her to have to seek out counselling.
Is it 1D?
Not because how much she loved them. For something
she hated them?
For something completely different. She joins us now to talk us through it.
Liz,
this occurred, 15 years ago?
Yeah, about that.
Liz, you're in a safe place. I hope counselling has worked. Was it Boys to Men, the boy band?
No, it wasn't. It was Hanson.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. The big one.
They're one of the biggest. One of the biggest.
Some people claim that they're not a boy band, considering they play their own instruments.
They definitely are a boy band. What was the issue that made you seek counselling, Liz?
They were massive when I was like 10, 11, 12, and I looked identical to the drummer, Zach.
Now, hang on. So we had the cute one that looked like Jonathan Taylor Thomas. We had is Zach the very long-haired oldest one?
No, he's the youngest drummer.
Who's the very long-haired oldest
drummer?
One? Who's the guy with the super long hair?
Well, I don't know, mate. I don't really follow ahead. but hey, as I pass this on to you, a photo of Liz at that age, she did look a hell of a lot like the drummer from Hanson.
All right, Liz, here's my first reaction. I don't know which one's you. Which one is you?
There is an assortment of Zach, and there's an assortment of
I'll
Liz
say this,
there.
though. I look like I'm looking at 4 girls, so I'm not having a go at you, Liz. Probably more of an insult to Zach.
Talk us through it, Liz. What did your friends think at the time? Because your friends would have been in love with Zach, even though you looked exactly like him.
It was a little awkward. Occasionally, I would go around to like someone's place and they would have photos up, and I'd be picking them up, going, "When was I playing the drums?"
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine how many, there would be young girls that look like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
And looked like Bieber maybe 3-4 years ago when he was just coming on the scene. There'd absolutely be girls that look like him.
Did your friends or people at the school ever make you or pretend to be Zach?
My friends didn't. They were quite uncomfortable with the connection.
Yeah.
That was the suggestion of the school counsellor.
Yeah, so...
Well, sorry, the school counsellor said you should try and impersonate this guy. Can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, I had to... I was getting picked on at high school, so they made me go see the counsellor about my self-esteem, and her advice was, well, maybe you should start handing out autographs.
Wow, okay.
Who is this counsellor? So what, just you turn around and go, surprise, I am him.
So, Liz, did you try that?
I didn't.
No, good, sensible idea.
I went to a girls' school. I didn't really think that they would fall for it.
No.
Yeah, not often will that just stop a bully in his tracks to go, sorry, I didn't actually realise you were the Zach. I now have 100 questions for you. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Liz, when did they ever come to the country while you were around? I mean, is there ever a chance that you could be mistaken for him in the street?
There was a weekend where they came to my local Westfield, and I didn't leave the house.
Yeah. I wouldn't have either, Liz. Quick question for you before we let you go. Right, hypothetical. Hanson reforms. They release a photo. To your great dismay, you still look like Zach.
He's got a beard now.
He's got a beard, but he's shaved it off, and he's done some very feminine things to his face, and now he looks like you again. They're coming out to the country. They offer you some money to be his double, to distract the media. Yeah. What do you charge per day?
Ooh, $5,000?
Yeah. Jeez, I'd do it. Good.
Well, we'll see if they
good
come.
Day, right? All right, well, fingers crossed, Liz. You got a nice little nest egg there waiting for you.
Thanks for joining us, Liz.
No worries, thanks.
Cheers.
Hello, podcaster. When you get a chance, jump into hamishandandy.com/topics and send us an email. It's how we make this show.
Today, the topic is boy bands. We do one topic per day on this show until we go through every single topic in the world.
Only way to get into the show is hamishandandy.com/topics. Obviously, hundreds of emails, do come in per week, per topic, Hando. But a lot of people couldn't help but bring up a past fact from the Hamish and Andy show, which is Cackling Jack, who presses the buttons for us here, was in a band himself. Circa year 9? Late year 8 or year 9?
Late year 8 we formed. By year 9 we'd learnt to play our instruments.
Very good.
Broke up by the end of year 9.
People have asked, is Last Chance a boy band?
We had so many, it's more than I expected. A lot of people asking.
Jack, you defend this. You suggest you're not. And so we thought the only sensible way to settle this once and for all is to have a debate.
Yep, a year 9 debate.
Obviously, elections are coming up, so debates are all the rage. A year 9 debate. The way this is going to work is, Jack, you do not think that you're a boy band, and you've written 100. There's a 200-word limit I put on this. I'm going to be the judge. You've written that. It has to be written as in year 9 diary-type form. Hamish, you are going to be on the side of the affirmative, thinking that Last Chance is a boy band. And
they're good boyfriends as well, no doubt. 189 words, sir. Came in under.
Fantastic.
Do you want to take it away, Jack, or do you want me to go? What do you want, adjudicator?
Well, normally the affirmative starts.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm happy to rebut.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for giving me this chance to talk. That's just ad-libbed. That's not on the word limit.
Sure. I will have a little bell when it gets towards
Thank you.
Yeah.
Last Chance is a boy band. The affirmative firmly believe that Jack Post and Lefty and Lou and possibly a guy called Shingles or Snapper or something like that in the band Last Chance were definitely a boy band. They are all boys. They are in a band. And I mean boys as in under 18 years old. They cannot be classed as a man band. This would be unconstitutional, Your Honour.
Nice. Thanks for referring to Your Honour.
Yeah, I was remembering year 9, you just like to do a bit of stuff like that. Whilst they do play instruments, it's mostly for show and to make them look cool, just like Jack's tattoo he would get in the future. It's all a gimmick to get their fans to love them. Their fans are young girls too, by the way. I've met both of them. They also live with their mums and aren't allowed to swear. I would argue that they're a punk-themed boy band. The affirmative rests.
Okay, good, because I was about to ring the bell. Well done. Well done. That was a smattering applause there. Light applause. That's the advantage Jack has of controlling the buttons. Didn't do an uproarious cheer. Okay.
I got a bit of an advantage on Hamish, I must say, because I knew Last Chance. I was there for that. Yours is all just second-hand information and a lot of incorrect facts that I won't even bother pulling you up on because I've
nice rebuttal. You can't rebut just by saying I could have rebutted.
All right, Jack.
Order.
You get to
I've written mine more like a Year 9 essay, I thought.
Great.
Okay.
The Oxford Dictionary describes boy bands as a pop group composed of attractive young men
That's you.
whose music and image are designed to appeal primarily to a young teenage audience. Well, Kew High School's Year 9 punk band Last Chance did not write music intended to appeal to a wide audience, nor were they marketed in any way. Their image and their music was their own creation, and they were made up of original members who played their own instruments and wrote their own songs.
Well, we looked at Hamish on that one.
So he's done a practice read before because he was able to go off the page.
It is largely rumoured that Last Chance did not release an album because it was considered selling out. And they were of the punk ethos, an attitude not synonymous with other boy bands. And Last Chance were not in the music game to make money. Last Chance were not put together by a committee. They were not discovered by Simon Cowell. They were just three friends who started a band for the love of music and their distaste for authority. Rock on, Last Chance. Punk's not dead.
Hang on. You've talked about them in the third person as if you're not a part of it, going, you're the best.
Who is this fan?
All right. So the way... order. So the way I
A lot of big words used for a Year 9 kid.
So the way I see it, it comes down to this. Is Last Chance a punk band or is it a punk-themed boy band?
I would contend it is.
And I would like to give it to the affirmative.
You're still punk themed,
You guys
Jack.
don't get punk.
Well, you don't either. That's why you themed it. You weren't real punk.
It's just more fun if it's the affirmative. Hey, Ham.
What's up?
I know it's all about boy bands, but one band of people I quite like is the guys at Amy.
A boy and a girl band.
Well, yeah, there's a bunch of them.
There's girls there, there's boys there. I haven't even checked that, but I'll be blown away if there was only one sex of people working at Amy.
They've got a safe driver's course at the moment. Might interest people. A one-day course available. It's free if you have a child or a grandchild who obviously want to do the course. And you have Amy Comprehensive Care.
Helping kids be safer drivers, Ando. Be they boys or girls or bears.
No, I don't think bears are
No, you're not allowed to put a bear in a car. Just boys or girls, humans.
Hey, today the topic is boy bands. One topic per day on this show. We are about to trial an experiment that we're not confident with, I would say.
We've just heard the bit we've put together. Earlier in the show, I won a lyric contest to write the lyric for
important.
boy band. I'm just telling people why we picked this lyric. Okay. So the lyric is, girl, my favourite song is Hearing You Breathe. Yeah. That's sweet. They're probably in bed together. Yeah. My worst nightmare is seeing you leave. Bit clingy, but maybe it works.
What we thought, because it was posed to us on email, hamishnetty.com/topics, that some people are so hysterical about boy bands that they'll love anything that they put out. The idea now, and we've got three girls waiting by, huge 1D fans, is we're going to pretend that...
They can't hear this, by the way.
They're going to pretend that is their new song, a chance for us to hear a sneak peek of it. We're going to give them the first listen, see what they think of it.
Will they smell all right that it's us?
Yeah.
Now, we've just had a quick listen. We're not confident.
No.
But we're giving it a go anyway. We're forging forth. Time is of the essence.
Okay.
Can't muck around all day doing this.
We're about to put them off hold. And so we're going to really...
We've got Jessie, Courtney and Dakota.
No, Nikki, Courtney and Dakota.
Right, sorry, did we lose Jessie?
Okay. Let's do it. Nikki, are you there?
Yes.
I understand you're a One Direction fan.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Nikki, we got a bit of a special treat for you. The record label, One Direction's record label, are giving radio stations a snippet of their new song to play.
And we'd like you to be the first to hear it.
Okay.
Are you excited?
ready?
Yep.
Okay, it's not very much because then the track's coming out in a few weeks, but this is just a snippet, okay?
Okay,
It's called Don't Leave.
I won't.
All right, good.
Oh.
Girl, my favorite song is Hearing You Breathe. My
What do you make of it?
I love it.
It's not
great.
bad.
Yeah, it's great.
We've also got Courtney who heard that online. Courtney, you're a big One Direction fan?
Yeah.
You a fan of the new one, Don't Leave?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you like what you just heard?
Yeah, it was great.
What do you think's what part of it really grabbed you?
Couldn't really understand, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, it was a bit quick, was it?
Yeah.
But it just
we'll give you another listen. Here it goes.
Thanks.
Girl, my favorite song is Hearing You Breathe. My world's not gonna see you leave.
What do you make of it?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Sounds a bit sarcastic there, Courtney.
Do you not like One Direction?
I love One Direction.
Yeah?
Why don't you like their new song?
Oh, it doesn't quite sound like them.
Oh, yeah? Who does it
What do you
sound
mean?
like?
That's exactly the kind of stuff they churn
That's
out.
their new stuff.
Ah.
Their new sound.
You're happy with that? You're happy with the new sound, the new direction of One Direction?
Sure.
Yeah,
Why didn't
right.
that sound like them? I think that sounds exactly like them.
I think it sounded a bit like you.
Yeah.
I think you sound like you. So we're both right. Would it have helped if the lyric... I'd really hate it if you ended up with Steve.
Let's make sure that she's still there. I think she's telling her friends that unfortunately it's not true. Courtney, you there?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry to do that to you.
Does this sound like a One Direction lyric?
Yeah.
Girl, my favourite song is Hearing You Breathe. My worst nightmare is seeing you leave.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Can you imagine
Probably
Zane saying that?
Dakota was also listening. You there, Dakota?
Yeah.
What did you think of the song? Did you think it was One Direction?
No.
No.
Well, it'd be a huge call if you said yes. You'd be really going out on a limb if you said yes.
Did I hear someone say
Who's giving
to
you the answers, Dakota?
Did someone give you the answer there, Dakota?
I feel like Dakota might be standing with one of the other girls. All right, look, at the end of the day, we don't know if that's 1D or not.
Yeah.
It's undecided.
We had one yes at the start, then it started getting more and more fishy as we went.
To be honest, I think even earning a tentative yes was a huge achievement to Danny, who's our musical audio engineer.
And Haim, tonight also, for permission to go off topic a little bit.
And I'll let you go off topic just this once.
But tonight on Channel 9, 8 p.m, Gap Year Asia returns, everybody. We're going to be back in our Bangkok bar. All sorts of adventures. A 250-lap roundabout race on little mini bikes we made in Vietnam.
Again, one of those ideas we've had where we didn't really think it through completely until we got out there on the day and realised it was taking way longer than expected and was far more dangerous than expected.
Someone asked me, how did you stop all the traffic? How did you get the roads closed? No, we didn't.
No.
That was the thing. It's
That's
just
not really
general traffic.
That's pointless going to the roundabout, isn't it?
But Haim, we also went to China to visit a Shaolin monk.
Oh, yeah.
You and I had seen this guy on the internet.
Very mystical journey.
I wasn't that impressed. Apparently he could
You poo-pooed him.
I didn't think he could run on water. I thought if he could, because I saw these little thin boards he runs on water.
Yeah.
I was like, it seems like anyone could do that.
Well, it's very hard. It's like running on boogie boards across a pool.
Yeah,
But a long 50-metre pool with tiny boogie boards.
Anyway, we went to China to ask Shi, this Shaolin monk, about this feat. We were in Xinjiang in China to meet the monk who flies on water.
But outside the huge temple, we really didn't know where to start looking.
How do you locate the monk? Is there a giant doorbell or something?
Big welcome gong? Or you just send him a prayer?
How long will it take him?
Oh, here he is. It's not him.
We eventually found our monk. His name was Shi, and he looked pretty much like every picture of a monk we've ever seen.
Bald head, monk-like robe, wise-looking monk.
I thought if this guy could fly on water, surely I could.
The flying on water aspect, we've only heard about it. Is it running on very thin planks of wood across the water?
Yes.
Is it a more important mental achievement or a more important physical achievement?
Okay, so mental is more important because you have to believe yourself it's gonna achieve it.
It's not a problem. I've never met
Yeah,
anyone that believes
and put your focus on your tiptoes, not on the back of your foot.
It's
a lot like ballet.
I'll choose my own style, but
okay.
Thank you.
Okay, well, let's just... I was worried that Ando was a little bit overconfident, so I offered myself as his spiritual guide.
Not necessary.
Yeah, well, I did want people to refer to me as a monk for the day. Is it possible, I don't know if monks can do this, but could he grant me like a 2-hour monk membership or something so I could be Andy's teaching monk? So I could be Andy's spiritual guide.
他你们有没有那种课程，就是比如说修行者？没有，没有那个。
I get some free robes.
Right away.
我是10年磨一剑。
He said you better learn it from China, so you have to learn it.
You have to learn Chinese.
Like,
what I'm saying is, I'll just get Chinese.
Cher was not keen to let Hamish call himself a monk.
No way. Well, it doesn't really matter where we ended on that. It was time to drive down to the lake where the flying on water would take place. I want you to run it. It's part of your spiritual development. As someone that's been a trainee monk now for over 15 minutes, I want to share with
Unauthorised.
Well, black market trainee monk, granted. I want to share with you the wonders of spiritual development and of sharpening your mind to the level that I am now achieving.
Wow.
As a trainee off the books, spiritual monk, although I'm not allowed to say that.
We reached the bank of the lake. Cher's thin plywood boards were stretched out ahead of us across the water.
The gathered crowd came to a hush as Cher, now in board shorts, prepared himself to fly on water.
Gee, this is full on, man. He's about to go, isn't he? I hope he flows. Oh my god.
Holy moly.
I couldn't believe it. Cher was running on water.
Flying on water, Ando. A full 50 metres from the bank where we were standing.
Oh my god! He has monked that out of the park. He's made it the whole way. He's gone the full monkey. He's done
monkey magic.
He's done monkey magic to you.
Oh, no.
Andy, the most confident boy in Hamish and Andy, was all of a sudden looking less optimistic. Now in his underwear, he prepared to replicate Cher's run.
Nice and light. Oh, I'm going for this.
You got it.
Total belief.
Go, Andy, monk it! Monk it! Oh!
A valiant effort.
It wasn't. It really wasn't. It was 10 metres max. Kind of feel like I'm being generous giving him that.
Yeah, I was soaked, but I did want to go again.
Problem is, getting soaked isn't so bad. It's not enough of a deterrent for Andy not to fall in.
Hamish, my self-appointed spiritual guide, definitely not a monk, was preparing me a little bit more motivation.
What we have here is a classic case of a mind that doesn't understand the level the body's playing at. We need to up the punishment for the body, for the mind to take notice. A little bit how, like, when you're teaching a baby to walk, you make it walk across a pit of snakes or something. Then they walk.
There you go, my second attempt is on tonight. You'll see the whole thing. My chance for redemption, 8 p.m. on Channel 9 Asia Gap Year.
I won't give away the ending, Ando, but I will say this. I was proud of your commitment.
Thank you.
You really threw yourself at what is almost an impossible feat with a lot of attitude.
It's all we've got time for this happy hour. Thank you for being with us. HamishNanny.com/topics. You can get the new topics going up there. Also, the podcast is there without songs or ads. It's just... it's us to us, I suppose. So if you tune in for that part, the podcast at HamishNanny.com. If you like the songs and ads, definitely don't get it.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show